So I just wanted to do a little video about my live setup that I'm using at the moment, and the key part of it really is my Korg Taktile 49, which is pretty new for my system. I used to use this puppy here, the Remote 37 SL, but seems to be having some connectivity problems now, so I've replaced it with this, and I have to say it satisfies pretty much everything that I need out of a live controller. The great thing is that you turn it on and then you can navigate through the different settings here just with the plus and minus, and choose the software that you're using, in this case Ableton Live. The really cool thing as well is that you can change the touchpad mode to be a trackpad, so you can actually use this to move the mouse. You can see it moving in my software there. That's a really handy function. And the other really great thing as well is, Korg have really thought about this really well, is you've got solo, mute and record assign here for the 8 buttons here. And of course what I do with my live setup is I turn tracks on and off. So you'll see I've turned track 1 on there, and I can just turn it off and on here. And then if I need to go to say 9 to 16, then I just click this little button here, moves forward, and then I can hit this one and it'll turn on 9 or off again. And the same thing will be with the faders. And the other really cool thing as well is when you hit control mode up here, it turns all of these controls over here into something completely different, separate to the normal functions they have, which is for volume and pan and that kind of thing. So you can use these to control, say, feedback on a delay or something like that, which is really a really cool function, I think. The pads are really nice. I've got mine set up to have some drones on them, so I just put track 2 into record, and then I can fire these drones off. And then I've also got on this other pad bank of 8, I have some percussion sounds. And so it's great how they've got them set up there, so it sort of makes you think about them in 2 different banks. You can have 2 types of instruments on them, or the same if you want. And of course, yep, the transport works immediately. Strange thing is when you plug a sustain pedal in, it seems to go into the thing that says switch and not pedal. It's quite weird. It does have MIDI in and out, which is really handy if you want to use it to control other hardware synths. It comes shipped with its own very short MIDI cable, and I do recommend that you use that one, because it doesn't seem to really like working with other ones. And also don't plug it into your USB hub like I've got all my other stuff plugged in here. So I'm just running an Ableton Live session here. I've got like a loop going, coming from my my Fender 6 through volume pedal, and I use this Actician, which I bought on eBay. These are really cool Actician MIDI controllers. I've only got the bottom 4 buttons set, and they are set to the looper. So I've got them set to record, add, play and stop. So if I just push stop, the button there, it stops it. Go back to push play, starts up again. Sometimes I add my livid block to the setup just to have an extra bunch of knobs for controlling things, and a master control, which can be handy. And also I can map it to turn off and on other loopers as well, or actual clips in my session. But yeah, really the key thing that's really sort of revolutionized what I do now is the Taktile 49. I think they're really well designed by Korg. I've always been a big fan of Korg stuff, but this as a MIDI controller really suits a really good logical workflow, and it's really revolutionized what I do. Thanks for watching.